back to another episode of the CFT Fitcast. I'm here with Coach Matt to my right, Coach Vinny to my left.
Kentucky, where my Kentucky fans at? Yee!
In Kentucky. So today we want to talk about something that almost everybody has but doesn't realize, and I don't think utilizes properly, and that's an accountability group. That's people around you that you can lean on, that are not yes people. They'll tell you the truth to your face. They keep you motivated. They're the ones you lean on for everything. And that's a really important part of success in fitness, health, wellness. You know, if you don't have somebody kind of keeping you on track, I mean, you can't do it yourself all the time. It's kind of like proofreading your own work. You're
keeping it 100.
Yeah, somebody's got to keep it 100. Because, you know, it's just like proofreading your own writing. You know, you're going to miss something. Somebody else is going to find it. You know, you need that person to catch those flaws.
Yeah, like your.
Yeah, the yours. Oh, man, the yours. Or the commas and parentheses in the wrong place. God, it drives me nuts.
I throw commas everywhere. Make it rain commas.
Yeah, it's a lot of stop-start reading with him.
Someone needs to hold you accountable.
So, yeah, you need somebody to hold you accountable. And that's something that I think CrossFit in general really brought to the forefront when the group fitness craze. A lot of other companies have taken on as well. But that's that whole accountability thing. I mean, you got your coach. You got the regular people you go to class with that are consistently there with you. You got your friends, you got your family. But, I mean, really the people inside your gym, I mean, those are the accountability group. They're the ones in there sweating with you, you know, feeling the pain, going through everything, going through the struggles. They're the real accountability group. Your coach, real accountability. All right? They've seen you where you started. They see where you're at now. They know where you're trying to go. That's really, really important to your success. And I think that's something that people do not use enough. Mm-hmm. Right?
Coach? Or just don't realize that they have it. I know our producer, a.k.a. Warrior from the Valley, was talking about his accountability, and that's the 6:30 p.m. crew. And if he's not there, then they're quick to ask, "Where's Dean?" Because he's a very outstanding personality that just stands out in the crowd. And he's pretty fit.
You should see his shirt right now. It stands out in any crowd, even in Hawaii.
Yeah, it's a cool shirt though.
Coach Vinny, what do you got to say about accountability?
Well, I think the community that we have here at CFT versus what you see at a commercial gym is really what separates, you know, good accountability from bad accountability. I mean, you could walk into our gym and, like Coach Matt said, Dean knows all those people in his 6:30 class. You know, Nicole at the front desk knows who he is. His coaches, we know he's probably going to be a couple minutes late coming into class, more than likely.
We definitely hold him accountable when he's more than 10 minutes
forward,
late.
It's like, where's Dean? You know, it's 6:35. Where's Dean? Oh, he just pulled in the parking lot. You know, at your bigger gyms, they could care less. You walk in the door, you're just another face checking into the gym, and you're out there on your own with your headphones on. And I think with accountability, one of the biggest things we need to address is, you know, that person's mindset. You know, where am I at? You know, what do I need to be held accountable for? You know, Coach Matt, what are some of the things that you utilize? And I know you've started to keep track of your macros now, and, you know, you're getting back into MyFitnessPal. So what type of things like that, you know, do you use for yourself and, you know, and you preach to people here in the gym?
Well, you pretty much took my own example. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. See,
I recently just started using MyFitnessPal because I have a hard time eating less, you should say. I like to eat a lot during the day, but whenever I go home is when I have my issues. I'll eat dinner, and then I'll just crush some dessert every single night afterwards.
Good old ice cream.
Yeah. Sometimes I double bowl up, or even some cereal after the ice cream. It's bad. I'm bad. Yeah.
If it fits.
I thought I had a problem.
If it fits your macros, right?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it fit my macros, but now using the MyFitnessPal, I not only plug in what I'm eating, but also what I know I'm going to eat for dinner, or like my Doritos that I'm never going to get rid of because they're delicious. Mandarin specifically is my favorite flavor. And I just always make sure that it fits in what my goals are right now. I'm trying to get back to 189, and I'm sitting at 201. But about a month ago, I was sitting at 217. Woo. That's the biggest I've ever been. And that was mostly just water weight, excessive sugar intake, blows you up. It gives your body an inflammatory response. That's what I'm trying to say. So
a lot of water retention too.
Lots of water retention. And of course, not working out too was a huge detriment to my goals and my gains, the opposite type of gains. So yeah, what holds me accountable working out in the gym is I think the leaderboard. I started utilizing that more. Plugging my workouts, showing people that I'm actually doing them. And then, of course, Derek comes in and tries to beat me every single time. Right now he does, but his days are numbered. I'm coming back. I'm going to get you, Big D.
Yeah, I've noticed the coaches have started inputting scores for people. I think yesterday we had like 30 or 40 people on the leaderboard. It was awesome. And I think that's great because, you can look at the scores ahead of coming into class. Like you could just open up Tribe and check it out and see who you got to beat for the day. You don't have to wait till you get to walk on the floor. You could know ahead of class, start your stretching, get motivated ahead of class, like get fired up, because you got somebody you got to beat, right?
Mm-hmm. Especially like a workout this weekend where it's a lot of people's wheelhouse with the deadlifts, handstand push-ups, and I think it's got pull-ups in there as well. All the
those basic gymnastics.
Movements.
If you're an RX athlete, general RX athlete, those are things in your wheelhouse you should be able to do. That levels the playing field. Obviously, if you go to something more advanced like muscle ups, kind of cuts down the number of people that really can compete with each other. But when you do movements like deadlifts, that pretty much everybody can do a general RX deadlift if you're at that level. That's a nice even playing field type of workout that can really get competitive in a fun way. Obviously, people hear the word competition or competitive, and it can carry some negative connotations. But not if you're having fun. Not if it's just friendly competition amongst friends. I mean, again, that's accountability, right? Mm-hmm. If your friends know what your capabilities are and you're not living up to those capabilities, they're going to hold you accountable. Obviously in somewhat joking, elbowing, ribbing type of ways, but essentially they're going to hold you accountable, right? They're going to josh you and give you shit until you realize, I didn't give it my all. I need to go harder next time because I got smoked. Right? Pretty much me every day. But that's okay. Because I'm just here for the food.
And I think we're definitely seeing that friendly competition with our holiday challenge that we're doing right now. I mean, we're only in day 4 or day 5 of the challenge, and seeing the amount of people coming into class, logging their scores, putting their stuff up in Tribe, and just keeping track. Some members are taking a CrossFit class and then going over to the other side of the floor and doing CFT 60, putting in the extra work. They're, like you said, they're talking smack amongst each other, and it's good to see because it's that healthy, fun competition that just kind of keeps the end of the year rolling, and it keeps it more interesting here in the gym, especially with, for me, the holidays, I love eating holiday food, pies, cookies, all of that stuff. But it's keeping that activity level up. And even like Coach Matt said, even as coaches, we're starting to log more of our scores. We're really honing in on what we're eating and really tapping into our performance. And members feed off of what we're doing. We feed off of what they're doing. And we're kind of keeping each other accountable if you really think about it.
Oh, I completely agree. And I think that's a big part of it, right? Is if we're in the trenches doing what everyone else is doing as a coach, we're able to hold people accountable because we can tell them, hey, look, this is my score, good or bad. Here's how I attacked it. Here's where you could do better. Here's how you can get a little more out of it. Here's how you can get a little better workout out of it. And I think, having a friendly competition atmosphere where everybody's holding each other accountable, people are up each other's asses about showing up to the gym. I think that's another big part of it is you have these friends that are accustomed to you working out with them, and that's a comfort for them as well. So
expecting you to be here.
Their comfort level is built on you being there. So if you're not there, they're going to call you and go, where are you? We need you here because that workout sucked without you to be sweating next to me. So, that's the type of thing that really goes a long way. Like you gotta have that accountability both ways. Being consistent in the gym, you're now an accountability source to someone else. You might not even know it. They may be competing with you quietly, as silently trying to catch up with you. You might be that person that they're chasing. You might be their white rabbit. So, it's one of those things. It's all about consistency. It's all about holding each other accountable. It's all about creating fun, friendly competition with each other. Matt competes with me all the time on spelling, and because he's from Kentucky, I try to keep it really short, easy words. But
Got jokes.
God, it's hard. It's really hard. I know he's silently trying to catch up.
Joke?
What?
Was that a redneck joke?
That's a little bit of redneck joke. Awkward silence now. Is that all you got? Just one? Just one joke?
I didn't want to be mean and go any further. You know what I mean? Start talking about your football team. Oh God.
Okay.
With the Bengals.
Don't worry about it. We don't have a football team in Kentucky, for those of you that are more educated.
Well, they have a college team. That's pretty awful.
Check out that BBN Nation, though. Basketball season. Probably going to get another title.
In a
That
few
like
years.
9?
They got to wait for Duke this year. Step out
Duke?
out the way, son.
Who's Duke? You don't even know what state Duke's from.
Oh, I do. North Carolina. So,
Completely off topic. But
yeah, we've gone completely off the range here. But again, that's
That makes it interesting.
what makes
Holding
it
you
interesting. That's
accountable.
also
we're holding each other accountable.
this is also the general banter that happens in class, right? So this is how you make friends. This is how you do this stuff. I would never banter with somebody at a normal gym. Not even today. If I walked in a Globo gym to work out because it was the only option I had, or a hotel gym, you probably wouldn't catch me bantering with people because most of them have their headphones in.
Yeah. Hell, you ask somebody in a commercial gym how many sets they have, they're going to ignore you.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
my
bro, how
favorite
many sets
was
you have left?
my favorite was one of the Globo gyms here locally, right in Tracy. I'm not going to name names, but posted some meme basically inferring to disdain for having to wait for a machine to open up. And my first immediate reaction was, why should you have to wait? Like, how is that a decent workout when, you're already telling people to be ready to wait for machines? Like, I just don't see how that's any fun. Like, I don't see how you can enjoy that one bit or create any type of enjoyable atmosphere.
No. I'm usually waiting on the Smith machine, though. My favorite machine. What's your favorite machine, Vinny?
I'm a big fan of the leg press, but like you said, you go into a big gym and, there's one guy sitting on it and he's probably texting and posting pictures of his last set with, 6 plates on each side.
I'm standing right behind him with a video camera waiting for him to break his legs, though, and put it on YouTube.
Yep.
It's my favorite
Full
YouTube
extension
fails.
of the knees. Pow!
You walk into a big gym and you could have an entire workout written down on paper, and every single workout that you have written, all of those areas are either taken or have somebody waiting to get onto it, or you have 3 or 4 other people, and that's it right there. You're in a completely different mindset. It's like, oh, I'm just going to go walk on the treadmill, maybe scope out a class in the group room and probably go home and never come back. And you come here and we want you to succeed right from the beginning. That's why we take that fitness assessment, or, putting people through on-ramp or an intro. We're trying to set you up for success right from the beginning, and we're going to be your accountability coach. The members are going to hold you accountable. People that just come through the gym in passing, even people next door, they're going to notice what you're doing. It's just a better feeling in this type of setting here when it comes to holding people accountable.
Yeah, since we don't really use a whole lot of machines, we kind of teach you things you can do on your own, so that whenever you're like at a hotel, like a couple of our members have been posted on the member page on Facebook how they had to do workouts in the hotel gym, and they just modify real quick with their workout that we have here at the gym. They'll text. I know they text one of the members text Coach Vinny about what can I modify. Yeah, what can I modify here? How can I make this workout in the hotel gym with what I have here? And it was really simple.
And those are things that you're not going to find a lot of places. Knowing that I'm here coaching 6 a.m. and one of our loyal members is down on her vacation in Newport Beach asking questions, and she got a response from me and a couple other people. I mean, that really sets the bar high and shows that we care and we're not just bullshitting people.
Yeah, that's
either.
accountability.
That's legitimate accountability. You want a definition for accountability? It's people just being willing to step up and help. It doesn't even have to be something crazy. It could just be, what's that movement called again that involves such and such piece of equipment, and somebody can pop up on Facebook and go, oh, it's this, and here's a couple ways I love to use it. I see that all the time on our private group page, and it blows my mind because I think that's just amazing that people are willing to just jump up and help like that. It could be somebody that goes to 6 a.m. It's somebody from the nighttime that has never met them before in their life is jumping on there offering assistance. And, that's real accountability. That is what accountability should be. Mm-hmm. And, that's what we try to build in here. That's what all these group type of fitness centers have tried to build. And I think that's what really built, going from the very beginning topic, this is what made CrossFit amazing. This is what made group fitness amazing. And some places have lost that. We try to continue to build that. You will see a lot more of that going into 2018 in terms of monthly challenges, things to keep people accountable, things to keep people going, things to create that friendly competition. I mean, you just see just checking into the gym has created a massive a talking spree amongst people. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, it is just
update. I'm pretty sure Faye and Becky are winning right now.
Substantial banter going on
they do
over
like
the
3 classes
interwebs.
We have some members that are dear friends right now, but when it gets to the end of that competition, they'll probably start sabotaging each other for points.
I would be parking my car in the garage. Tires might get slashed if it comes down to one check-in.
Yeah. It could come down to the wire. We have some it's only day 5, and we have some members that are chomping at the bit to win this competition.
And I have 3 or 4 people in my 10-minute challenge to do 10 minutes of fitness a day for 31 days. 31 days of fitness, as I like to call it. It's I got people who've done all 5 days already.
BJ's been on it.
Yeah, BJ, Jennifer from the early mornings has been on it. Linda and Naya, who's one of our awesome CFT 60 members. She is down in Disneyland right now, which is probably pretty easy to get in 10 minutes. She walked like 5 miles in just her morning session. So, yeah, it's real easy to get 10 minutes in. Mm-hmm. And that was kind of the point of it is whether you're here, whether you're at home, whether you're on vacation, 10 minutes is 10 minutes. It makes a lot of good. If you can do more than 10 minutes, I'll be doing more than 10 minutes, but everybody can find 10 minutes.
Just Tabata something.
Yep.
It's the easiest. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds to rest, do 8 rounds, and I bet you'll be dead. I think I throw like 3 things together. I think I was doing air squats, did some burpees, and maybe some, I don't know, a lunge or a plank even.
My favorite is if you were running late to work or just didn't have time to do it, go to the gym before work, and you know for a fact you have company events, parties, dinners, family, whatever it may be. Most people get breaks during their day, during their 8-hour workday. Take one of those breaks and walk, or take all 3. Take your lunch, take your breaks, and spend that time walking. That added up, that's 30, 40 minutes of walking in a day. That's a lot. That's burning some calories, whether you whether you want to think of it that way or not, you are burning some legitimate calories doing that. So
yeah, my wife and I recently got into a little challenge where we're taking step challenges on the Samsung Health app that comes free on your Samsung device. That's way better than Apple.
I do use that one. That's health,
and you can make challenges with it. Yeah, and my wife realized that she was only taking about 1,000 steps a day, sitting at her desk all day. And I don't know if you know, but 1,000 steps isn't a lot. I'm not even sure if you're aware that if you're even still alive at 1,000 steps a day. Now I got her doing like 7,000, 8,000,
10,000.
Just getting up and walking around the office.
I would say 1,000. I mean, you're not even taking the stairs at your own house. Like you probably live on a 1-story. Like that's like walking to the car,
maybe to the bathroom,
parking, walking into the business, bathroom breaks, and that's about it. Like your lunch is at your
lunch,
desk.
Walking to your car.
Yeah, walking back to your car.
It was pretty sad.
Walking in the house, hitting the couch, and going to bed. Like that's it. That's not a lot of movement.
I think I take like 15,000 steps here at the gym every day.
Yeah.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, my busy days.
If you're moving.
Yeah, I mean, like Linda, like she was just walking around Disneyland. She hit 5+ miles in like 3 hours. Like it's crazy how easy it is to walk long distances and burn calories and like.
That's impressive. There's a lot of lines in Disneyland.
There is. I think she's with the grandkids though, so it's easy to. They're moving. They're just bam, 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 bam. They're gone. So, again, I think it's awesome. I think people doing the 10-minute challenge, whether you're doing the 10-minute challenge or you're just doing the check-ins, or you're just trying to get to the gym as much as possible, which may only be once or twice a week during the holidays. It all matters. It all counts. You know, the real goal during this time of year should be, don't allow yourself to start over in January. Mm-hmm. Try to just maintain in that 2 to 5 pound range of weight gain during the holidays. So when you start in January again, you don't feel like you're starting over. That is a massive, massive boost to your confidence going into the peak season of fitness.
So all you'll think about is how fit you used to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then
that's what goes through my head
start.
sometimes.
Yep.
Then you start making up excuses you didn't know existed to not come into the gym. So, you know, just had a great goal setting meeting with someone, and we had that same conversation, and we're going to do something different for 3 months with her. And, you know, we really came down to the conclusion that a lot of her reasoning for not coming to the gym were things she had made up in the last 6 months because of the fact that she wasn't where she was. It seems daunting to get back to where she was. And so she's subconsciously developed a lot of excuses to not come to the gym. And that's where having accountability and coming in and being accountable and talking to me about goal setting, and then me bringing in other coaches and the other coaches squashing those excuses, like straight up accountability.
Yep.
So that's something you guys can't be afraid of doing. Come on in, set up a goal setting meeting. If you're worried about your progress, or if you're worried about where your mental state is at, or you're worried about the hill you're sliding down, get in here, get that goal setting meeting with myself, Coach Matt, Coach Vinny. Any of us can help you. We can get you set up on the right track. So, you know, I think that's something that above and beyond just having the general friendships and coaches, it's another level and another layer of accountability that can really help you guys stay on track or get back on track.
And ultimately, you know, with everything that we're doing now, it's really creating all these good habits that will carry over into the new year. You know, like Chris mentioned, don't wait until January hits to set all these goals, and then walk into the gym in January at any commercial gym and you'll walk right out. I mean, I worked for 24-Hour Fitness for 7 years, and I dreaded Januaries. You know, you had such an influx of members that come in, and for someone brand new to a gym, that's intimidating. Every piece of equipment is taken. You have all of these different types of people working out, trying to hit all of their goals. And before you know it, February's here, March is here, and you have stepped into the gym maybe once or twice. You know, so creating those bad habits, or getting rid of those bad habits and replacing them with good ones. So you're kind of already primed for when January starts. You know, my goal with people that I train is, you know, no resolutions. Let's just set goals for the entire year. You know, the long term, the short term, everything we can do now that just sets people up for long-term success. And having that accountability, you know, whether it's me or Chris or Matt or the members here, people at home, you will get where you need to go. And as coaches, we've heard every excuse. We hear new ones, and it's, you know, through time and patience, and, you know, we practice what we preach. We know what we do works. And if you give us an excuse, I'm going to fight it, and I'm going to give you my reasoning and, you know, tell you trust the process. And if you don't want to trust the process, it's going to be hard, and it's probably never going to happen for you, which is upsetting to see, but we see that too. We see people fall off, and they might come back down the road, but our goal as coaches and trainers is to keep those people forever, you know?
Yeah, there's no quick fix. We're not going to give you some sort of, I don't know, whatever shake and, you know, portion control magic that's going to change your life forever. We're going to give you sustainable goals, both short-term and long-term, that you can build on to be the best version of yourself. You know, a lot of the resolutions are failures because they're not smart-based, so they're not measurable, they're not specific enough. They don't have like a number attached to them. A lot of people go, I want to lose weight. Well, how much weight? 40 pounds. Well, how much time? 3 months.
Why do you want to lose those 40
right there,
pounds,
that's not like, that is not realistic. So that does not meet a SMART goal. Right. So that's a lot of what will help you do is like really fine tune your goal to something that's not only realistic and attainable, but it's got the proper time frame. It's got it's something you can sustain over a long period of time. Because that's another big one that people don't think about is, I could do that. I could start, I could eat 1,200 calories a day for 6 months because I want it bad enough. No, you don't. You don't want it bad enough. Trust me.
You're not doing it now.
No, that goal needs to be reminded every day. You need to wake up and see it on your mirror. You need to see it when you're leaving the house. You need to see it in your wallet. You need to see it in your office. You need to see it everywhere. Like that goal needs to be constantly embedded in your head. So every time you're like, I could let it slide today. No. You have a goal to achieve. So that's why we set it up the way we do. And it's never going to be easy. It's not easy with the quick fixes. It's not easy, doing it the long road either. So that's where having accountability, having a place where you can have people you trust, above and beyond your family that's in here with you, grinding, sweating, suffering, if you want to call it that. Everybody's going towards a different goal, but at the same time, the main goal is to be more fit than we were the day before, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To go from illness to wellness.
That's right.
So, again, accountability, huge. I think that's something that isn't spread and talked about enough. Without a strong group for accountability, it's really, really difficult to stay on track.
Yeah. I think we beat this accountability thing quite enough. So let's do some review. So accountability, get a community, like a gym, group classes, CrossFit classes, boot camp classes, express classes, doesn't matter. Just find like-minded people who have similar goals that embrace the daily suck just like you do. That way you can kind of stay motivated and stay on track. For me, it's my phone. I got the MyFitnessPal app. I have an issue with food and eating too much, and it keeps me on track. I already know what I'm going to eat that day. I throw it in there, and it keeps me in line. I don't do anything extra. The only thing I am doing extra is drinking more water. That's good, too. What a couple more? What else we talk about?
I think definitely, you got to have fun with this. Fun is the biggest thing. I mean, our motto here is fun, family, fitness. So finding the fun element, being in a family community type setting can really do wonders for that accountability. Knowing that I can walk into the gym and everybody here cares about my goals, or I hit a new 10 rep max. Everybody's going to give you a pat on the back and tell you to go to that PR board. It's celebrating those little things, and knowing that, like we said, this is a long-term, lifelong process. I mean, most of us have been doing this for 10, 15, 20 years, and we're still learning. I learn stuff from Chris and Matt, on a daily basis. And everything that I learn, I translate that to everybody that I come across on the floor. I hold myself accountable. We hold each other accountable, and that's what really makes the fun and the family and, the fitness is really just, it's what we do.
Yeah. You're going to get the fitness no matter what. The fun and family comes first. Fitness is kind of the ancillary thing that will happen thanks to the fun and the family. And like Vinny said, you want to talk about a great example of people all knowing what's going on and cheering on one person. Nicole, our front desk manager, got her first ring muscle up yesterday.
Hey.
Got posted on the internet.
The whole world saw it.
And I could have sworn every single person that walked in and out the door yesterday congratulated her. Every single one. Great job. Awesome job. Everyone. And, it was one of those things where it was just consistent all night. That is legitimate accountability. That's a community that cares and pays attention to what's going on. And it's completely unprompted. That's just people are really happy with each other's success. It's all friendly competition. Nobody's bummed out or pissed off that somebody got a muscle up before them or somebody did something they can't do. They're like legitimately excited and happy about it. And that's something that is, you can't pay for that. That's something that has to come natural. So we just want to remind everybody, if you don't have it, find it, get it, join a gym that has it. Make sure that's something that's a part of your routine because that will definitely help you towards your goals, especially for those of you with strong 2018 resolutions, 2018 fitness, health, wellness goals, business goals, whatever it is. Have that group around you.
That's all I got.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.